From the steaming jungles of Peru to the blistering deserts of Egypt, from lost temples to Nazi trenches, one man dares to chase history before it's erased forever. Raiders of the Lost Ark. He's Dr. Indiana Jones, professor by day, legend by reputation. He's got a fedora, a whip, a satchel full of guts, and a resume written in ancient scripts and bullet holes. His lectures leave students breathless, and not just from the syllabus. In the front row, young women swoon over their rugged academic idol. But there's no time for love, not when danger is always just one trap away.
Oh, and after a find of incredible historical significance, you're talking about the boogeyman. Besides, you know what a cautious fellow I am.
In the vine-covered temples of Peru, Indy begins his latest mission, retrieving a golden idol perched atop an ancient pedestal. With his eye on the prize and a bag of sand in hand, he makes the swap. But the earth doesn't like to be tricked. The walls collapse, spears shoot from shadows, and a giant boulder begins its thunderous roll. Indy runs for his life, dodging betrayal from the slippery Satipo.
No time to argue. Throw me the idol. I throw you the whip.
And escaping only to be robbed by a familiar face.
Again, we see there is nothing you can possess which I cannot take away.
When the US government intercepts Nazi interest in the Ark of the Covenant, they turn to the only man for the job.
Hitler's a nut on the subject. He's crazy. He's obsessed with the occult.
Alongside museum curator Marcus Brody.
An army which carries the Ark before it is invincible.
Indy's dispatched across the globe to stop the Reich from obtaining biblical doom. First stop, Nepal. There he reunites with the bold and brassy Marion Ravenwood, who runs a tavern with a mean left hook, and she can drink anyone under the table.
Indiana Jones. Always knew someday you'd come walking back through my door.
The medallion she possesses is the key to finding the Ark. But Major Todd, a sadistic little man with a coat full of torture devices, wants it just as badly.
Fräulein Ravenwood, let me show you what I am used to.
When he shows up, the whiskey turns to fire, and so does the bar.
Until I get back my $5,000, you're gonna get more than you bargained for! I'm your goddamn partner!
In Egypt, Indy joins forces with the jolly and courageous Salah, but he first needs to evade trouble around every corner, including betrayal from a seemingly friendly monkey that turns out to be a Nazi spy. Indy eventually heads into the map room, a chamber lost beneath sand and time. With nothing but sunlight, an ancient staff, and determination, Indy discovers the Ark's true resting place, the Well of Souls. But within the crypt, he meets his worst nightmare. Dozens of snakes, slithering, hissing, waiting, and one cobra that rises just inches from his face.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Belloc prepares to open it.
Indiana, we are simply passing through history. This is history.
Indy appears, grimy and furious, aiming a bazooka straight at the relic.
It depends on how reasonable we're all willing to be. All I want is the girl.
In a climactic moonlit ritual, Belloc and the Nazis open the Ark and face holy retribution. Ghosts swirl, lights blaze, eyes melt, heads explode. Will Indy and Marion survive? Will the Ark be sealed once more and locked away safely? Whip cracks, dust settles, the fedora stays on. Raiders of the Lost Ark. An epic of action, romance, mysticism, and mayhem. This summer, if you crave treasure, truth, and two-fisted heroism, trust the Man in the Hat. Rated A for adventure.